What's up, guys? Welcome back to another travel tips video. I'm Josh Pavano. You can find me at Josh Pavano. I love Instagram, hit me up there. Let's get right into it today. We're talking about onward flights. So some countries require you to prove that you're going to be leaving the country upon entrance. If you have a return ticket, this isn't a big deal, obviously, because you have a return flight already to go back home. But if you have flexible plans and you might be busing out, you might be training out, you might fly out, who knows? You don't have those tickets. So when you go to that visa process, you might actually be detained or sent back from the place you came. Some airlines won't even let you get on the flight. I had some trouble with Japan Airlines where they wouldn't even let me fly to Thailand without proving that I had flights out. So it's important to be prepared for this. I have a very step-by-step plan that I'm going to show you on the computer, how to do it, how to have fake tickets so that you can show them to the airplane gate attendant, so you can show them to the visa person and get away with it. Now, this is illegal, but I've never heard of anyone getting in too much trouble for this. I've never heard of anyone getting in trouble for it at all, honestly. But you do run a risk, and I want to let people know that before you get into this, that this is a little bit risky. Before we get into it, on the computer, and I show you exactly step-by-step how to do this, let me give you some free legal options. You can buy a super cheap bus ticket out of the country. Maybe you're not going to take it, but it could be like $10, $15. Just buy the bus ticket, show them the receipt, you're good to go. Find a super cheap option like that, and just purchase the ticket actually, even if you're not going to use it. But usually these onward flight documents aren't inspected that vigorously, because they're meant for people who are going to be squatting in the country. So if you come from a developed country like Canada, the US, any European nation, and you're flying into Thailand, for example, that requires this, they don't really think you're going to be staying there forever. So they don't really scrutinize the process and or look at your paperwork. I've had two instances, one where they did and one where they didn't. So, it kind of depends on the guard, I'd say, but for the most part, they don't scrutinize it that much. So you can go through this process I'm about to show you, and then you can show that to them, and it'll be super simple. So let's get right into it on the computer. I'll show you step by step exactly what to do to make this as foolproof as possible. And yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, first thing, head over to Google Flights. Let's say you're flying into Thailand on November 3rd, and you want to just pick a random date after that. So let's just call it November 24th. Pick a place somewhere nearby. Let's go with Siem Reap. You can see that I put that there. All right, now go down to the first flight that shows up. It doesn't really matter. And click that. You'll see that it's an Air Asia flight. It's an hour long. All right, cool. We're going to use this information to fill out a form. So head over to returnflights.net, just right here. We're going to fill out this form. So put in your first name, your last name. The itinerary number populates for you, but if you're going to do multiple of these, make sure you change that. All right, now put in your departing airport. That's Bangkok. All right, and then just check and see what time you're leaving and the date. Great, it's November 24th. We're going to put in 1:30 p.m. just like it says on the Google Flights. And then you're going to do the exact same thing for the arrival airport. Siem Reap, arrival date the 24th, an hour later. Time difference is exactly the same. Head back over to Google Flights, check the airline and the airline number. Thai Air Asia 614. We're just going to fill that out right here. Thai Air Asia, where are we? Boom, cool. All right, flight number 614. Check the price. We got 73 bucks, no big deal, throw that in there. Now the price and the tax and fees aren't really a huge deal because those things vary. They're never going to be static, so don't worry too much about it. I usually use the fee from a previous ticket. Okay, hit create ticket, then go into your recent downloads, open up that folder. You're going to want to look for the h.htm version. Click that, it's going to pull up a website. Now you want to screenshot this. The shortcut is Command-Shift-4 if you're using a Mac. Now to make this look more legit, go to an old Expedia purchase and then go to the bottom of that email and copy that subtext underneath the entire email. Move over to a new composition email and paste it in there with a Command-V. All right, then we're going to take our screenshot that we had. So we're going to go find that. It's on my desktop here somewhere. All right, there it is. All right, we're going to drag that into the email so that it becomes an image above the text that we just pasted in. And then expand that image so that it kind of lines up with the text below it. Just like this here. Just keep expanding it. It's kind of a pain. All right, cool. So now that it looks good, you have your fake ticket above your old text that you found. Send it to yourself, but now the subject is also important. So go back to that old email, copy the subject, and paste it in here so that it looks exactly like it did. Change the itinerary number to match the one that you have in your email, and then you're going to change the location that you're going to and the date just like this. So for us, it's Siem Reap. And the date we're going to be arriving is November 24th, 2017. So now you have a subject line that looks exactly like an Expedia subject line should. This is just to make it look more legit. All right, cool, that looks pretty good. Hit send. Awesome. Now, it goes to your inbox, open that up, and this is what you're going to be able to show the flight attendants, the flight gate attendant, the visa person. You'll be able to show them this email, or you might even be able to print it if it's easier.
Thanks for watching this travel tips video, guys. Like I said, this plan is not 100% legal. I've never heard of anyone getting in trouble for it, and I use it all the time. But there are a lot of legal options, like I mentioned in the very beginning, that you can use to get around this. Buy a really cheap bus ticket is the one thing I could say. Just buy a super cheap bus ticket out of the country, and you have a legal option to get out. That is if you're willing to spend the $30 to buy the ticket. Yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out. If you have any questions, please throw them in the comments. I'm happy to help you out specifically if you have a country that you're going to and you're not quite sure how it works. Let me know, I'll help you. Hit me up on Instagram, and if this video was helpful, hit the like button and smash that subscribe button if you guys aren't already. I throw out these tip videos every single week, so I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Their vessels, their rooms, are so much less important than the things inside of them.